So I am a teacher, but I actually created the video not for my students, but for my kids. So as long as you have students who really like Harry Potter and you're looking for a Harry Potter themed breakout, this is a great one. It's very editable, and I'll kind of show you how you can edit stuff, but it's a good base to start with, and edit the way you'd like it. So the supplies needed for the game, I think, are pretty much the standard breakout box. You'll need the hasp and then 4 locks to close that up to seal the box. So the 3-number lock, the 4-number lock, the directional lock, and the word lock. The other thing, you'll have to have a key with a small box. Inside that small box I have the UV light. I use the invisible ink. The students don't need it, but I used it beforehand to prepare my documents. And then lastly, you'll need an internet connection. There's 2 videos I made that are on YouTube that the links are on the Daily Prophet already for you. And those would obviously require students watching the videos. The other thing that would probably be helpful would be to have a copy of the Order of the Phoenix in your classroom so that students can look up the educational decree numbers. And you might also have one of the first few books that has Harry Potter's birthday as being July 31st. Otherwise, they could Google those and really get the same play feel out of it if they were to Google it. So I'll kind of go over the combinations real quick. The 3-number combination is simply Harry Potter's birthday, July 31st. And that comes from one of the YouTube videos where I'm singing happy birthday to him. The next number lock, I think, is probably the most difficult of the 4 to solve, but it's the educational decrees. This is another video I created where I kind of am talking about Professor Umbridge, talk about how unfair it is that she became a Hogwarts High Inquisitor, which is educational decree number 23. And then a little bit later in the video I talk about it being unfair that students caught reading the Quibbler can be expelled from Hogwarts, and that's educational decree number 27. And I think really my kids, they got the 23 part after quite a bit of struggling, and then just went 23 and then tried 23, 24, 23, 25, 23, 26, 23, 27, and then it unlocked on 23, 27. That educational decree in the Order of the Phoenix is quite a bit past educational decree number 23. I think it's probably on page 580. I don't have a book in front of me, but it's quite a bit later in the book. The directional lock has to do with matching up Hogwarts traits of houses to the traits, or to the houses themselves. So I have 5 traits listed, and then right to the left of that on the Daily Prophet, I have crests of the houses, and one crest is in the up position, one down position, one left position, one right position. So obviously you could change those traits if you wanted to edit it, but I have it so it's, I think, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor. So up, left, left, right, up. But obviously that's editable if you want to change those traits. And then lastly you have the word lock, which is Manor, for Malfoy Manor. Again, students would have to find the UV light, and then underneath left article I have letters underlined which spell out my most trusted servant's house, which would be Malfoy Manor. And then really from that, I think those are the combinations. Additionally, the key to unlock the UV light was found under, in our case at home, under the food bowl of our animal, which is why I have the care of magical creatures. Again, you can change that article to fit your room or to fit your needs, but it's just you have to hide the key somewhere, and I hid it under the food bowl with the command, I guess, in the Daily Prophet, pay heed to the feed trough. Alright, so lastly, the clues. The clues are all on the Daily Prophet, which you kind of see like where the clues would be on the video in front of you. On the left, I've kind of highlighted the words that I would underline, or the letters I would underline, which spell out my most trusted servant's house, which leads to Malfoy Manor. The sorting hat quiz, you can see the traits with the house crest right to the left of it. And talked about the care of magical creatures. I had the key, which opened the small box, which allowed students to find the UV flashlight. I had care of magical creatures because I have an animal in the room, but you can obviously change that to whatever you want to, just a place to hide the key. And what's not listed is just below this I have 2 bit.ly links to the YouTube videos, which help students find the 2 number locks, both Harry Potter's birthday and the educational decrees. So on the link to the Google Drive, there is a Word document version of this. So if you want to edit anything, I have an editable version for you. If you are good to play it as I kind of have it spelled out, there's a PDF version as well. but if you want to edit it, I think I also have listed just under, I can have the font types and sizes if you want to make it look like I did. I had a hard time finding any kind of just a template online to make a daily profit, so I kind of just came up with my own, but that should be editable for you using the examples I have on the Google Drive with those two files. If you want to use the PDF, go for it, but if you want to change stuff around, feel free to edit as well. Again, have fun. My kids enjoyed it immensely, and I had a good time creating it. This is my first shot at creating a game, and they enjoyed it, gave it high marks. So if you have kids that really enjoy Harry Potter in class, outside of class, enjoy the game.